Hello, Abyssal Travelers. My name is Nyla, and I will be your guide through the abyss. In today's video, well, yeah, in today's video, we will be talking about a subject that popped up um, while I was watching YouTube the other night. I didn't initially plan to have uh, to put out a video today, but there is a topic that I do want to talk about. And I think it's kind of important that I do talk about it because there's a lot of misinformation going around. So, we're going to get into dispelling the fearmongering of AI, uh, generative AI. Excuse me, allergies are acting up. Anyway, as I said, we're going to dispel the fearmongering of generative AI. And how we're going to do that is I'm going to give you a very simplified explanation of how generative AI works with AI art and with just generative AI in general. So there are a lot of people out there who think AI is just stealing people's art and printing and just making copies of it. Um, and that's not true. Generative AI, the way that it works, and in a really simplified in the most simplified way that I can explain it is that um, it takes the images that is fed into it. It learns every single pixel of that image, and then it takes the knowledge that it's learned, and it bit by bit, pixel by pixel, it recreates an image similar to, or well, not similar. It recreates an image that is of its own design based on the prompt that you put in. Um, But the thing is, it does buy generative AI does borrow you know art styles from certain types of artists, depending on what type of image is being generated. But art styles cannot be copyrighted, so it is completely open domain for any generative AI um, to be using other people's art styles in their AI generation, in art and in music, in AI music, and in things of that nature. Um, but that's not to say that there aren't companies out there that are abusing generative AI to just make basically exact copies of images um, online and then claiming it to be, um, AI generation. There are companies out there that do that, and there are bad apples in everything that is invented or will be invented, you know, but it is not every single one of them. And so, if you're looking to get into AI, if you're looking to do some like AI generation, AI art, if you're looking to use AI generation to help you, kind of conceive an idea and then, make changes to the art piece that pops up in the AI generation. Yeah, and then I would say, it's perfectly fine to go and do that. You're not gonna be, putting somebody else out of a job. Um, and I say that because AI generation right now, as it is, is far, far too limited to ever put any artist out of a job, out of an art job. You know, it doesn't have the capabilities it needs to have in order to just use the AI generation by itself. There are far too many things that AI generation just cannot do. Um, that would make it completely impossible for any gaming industry, any movie or any animation movie or anything like that to use AI generation fully um, without the need of someone who knows what they're doing in the art space to make edits to those AI generations to make them work. It's just way too limited. There's just not enough there for it to be putting anyone out of a job. Um, AI generation as it stands is more of a novelty item. It worked for um, making like profile pictures and uh, original characters for book covers and for making images to put online to like on DeviantArt to make a story on DeviantArt and um, write a story about the the image or the character or whatnot. Um, the uses of generative AIs is just way too limited at this time. Not to say that there aren't people out there working on something even better than generative AI, which I believe they are, and they probably will be if they're soon if they're not already. Um, but AI generation is not going to be the one to be putting people out of jobs. It's just not. It's not at all. Um, as I said multiple times already, it doesn't have the capabilities. It's the amount of mistakes that AI generation makes. Even when you're putting in, really long prompts into the generator, is just too great for it to completely replace somebody who can do art by hand, who can do art on things like uh, paint or whatever. Uh, yeah, just uh, uh, nah, no, not gonna be a thing. Not generative AI anyway. There might be something coming out sooner rather than later that will replace generative AI. Um, that is 10 or 20 times better that can do that job. I'm not saying that's not a possibility, especially with how good AI has gotten at making images. But it's still not complete. But it's still not there, and it never will be 100% there because of the limitations of the coding, but because of the limitations of what AI generation can actually do. Um, that the idea um, that it's going to um, put artists, out of work or out of a any particular space that that they're claiming AI generation might might cause them to be removed or fired or replaced by AI generation is just not going to happen. And so, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. And that's kind of you know just what's going on right now. It's a lot of fear mongering that is not really it's not based in research. It's not based in reality. It's based on these people's fears, um, and outrage that they continue to put this type of stuff out there, and it's not helping anyone. Um, but um, as I said, if you're looking to get into AI generation, if you're looking to get into, any type of AI right now, it's perfectly fine. Um, Trust me, it's fine. Just, make sure you research the company, and the AI model that you're generating whatever you're generating from. Um, make sure that it is actually, an AI generator that's not just, printing out exact copies of other people's artworks. And you'll know if it is, because oftentimes you will see uh perfectly generated watermarks of these people's names on the image itself. So if you see that, don't use those generators. Don't use those AI generators. But for the most part, for most AI generators, you're perfectly fine. Um, there's not going to be any issue with that at all, because it's because the AI generator itself is not actually just, making copies of other people's artworks. It's actually generating its own art based on what it has learned from the artworks um that it was that was put into the system for it to learn. And that's why there are so many different flaws and mistakes in the AI, is because as it learns, though as it learns from the images that it's given, um, it might pick up a certain type of uh, it might pick up a a type of bias, or not bias, more of oh, what's the word I'm thinking of? Um, it might take a liking to a very specific type of generation style and art. Um, I know, like when I make punk style art, the AI likes to do a lot of, necklaces and chokers. That happens even with when I try to go the gothic route. A lot of necklaces, a lot of chokers. Tend to I tend to edit those out mostly if they don't look very, very good. Um, because oftentimes they don't look good. They look kind of really thrown together. Um, and that's just the AI um, doing what it does, trying its best to recreate the prompt that I've given it, you know, in the best way that it knows how to. But anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like down below. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Sorry, I'm a little bit scatterbrained today. Um, uh, Hold on. Let me start over. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like down below. If you leave a comment, let me know your thoughts and opinions. I hope this video has earned your subscription, and I will see you guys in the next video. I got it that time. Alright, see you later. Bye.
Shadows whisper slow.